Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a super practical topic. How to simplify a messy, complex workflow into something clean and easy to understand, using Draw.io. If you've ever stared at a spaghetti-looking diagram and thought, how am I supposed to work with this? Then this video is for you. Let's jump right in. Let's be real, complex workflows are everywhere. When you first start building a process map, it feels simple. You're thinking, it's just a few steps, how messy can it get? Then boom, suddenly you have 50 boxes, 20 arrows, and no idea where to even look. It's stressful, messy, and honestly, it scares people away. That's why simplifying is not just nice to have, it's essential. For this video, I'll be using a food delivery example to show how we create and simplify a workflow. Here's a typical end-to-end process for a food ordering and delivery app. At first glance, you might be thinking, whoa, why are there so many arrows everywhere? And here's the problem. If one day you need to update just a single part of this flow, you'll probably have to adjust half the diagram just to keep everything connected. It becomes messy, complicated, and honestly, a complete nightmare to maintain. That's why simplifying the workflow is so important. Let's see how we can fix this. Now, let's dive into how we actually build this inside Draw.io. First step. We want to create a clean, high-level diagram by mapping out the main stages or phases of the workflow. In Draw.io, simply click the little plus button at the bottom of the screen to add a new page. Rename this page something like Workflow Overview to keep things organized. Think of this overview as your roadmap. It should show the major milestones without getting bogged down in the small details. We want to set up a structure first, and then we'll zoom into the finer points later. Start by laying out the key stages of your food delivery process. Think customer order, restaurant processing, and rider assignment and delivery. Place them in a straight line. You can arrange them horizontally across the page or vertically down, whichever layout looks cleaner and more natural for you. Keep the design super simple. Use basic boxes. Write short, clear labels. Connect each stage with straight arrows. No extra details at this point, just the big picture. The goal here is to make your workflow so clear that anyone glancing at it immediately understands how everything fits together. Let's move on to step 2, breaking down each stage into key actions or decisions. This is where you'll start building out the detailed flow, but only for one specific stage at a time. Let's take customer ordering as an example. In this stage, the typical key actions might look something like this. Customer browses the menu to see what's available. Then, the customer selects a dish they like. Next, the customer may want to customize the dish. After that, they add the dish to the cart, ready to move forward. Then comes the optional part where customer applying a discount code if they've got one. Finally, they're ready to proceed to checkout. These are the key actions that make up the customer ordering process. You'll add these details into your Draw.io diagram, step by step. For the sake of time, I've already created the detailed flow for the customer ordering stage, as you can see here. Then, I also built out the restaurant processing flow and the rider assignment and delivery flow. This way, we keep things neat, manageable, and easy to follow. We've reached step 3. Now it's time to link each high-level stage to its detailed flow. Let's take a look at the high-level workflow I created earlier in step 1. Now, I'll start by linking the customer ordering stage to its detailed flow. To do that, I simply right-click on the Customer Ordering box, select Edit Link, and then I choose the detailed flow for customer ordering. Click OK, and now that high-level stage is connected to its detailed page. I'll do the same for the other stages, restaurant processing, rider assignment, and delivery. For each, right-click, link to the detailed page, and click OK. And that's it. Now, when you click on any stage, it'll take you directly to the detailed flow for that process. Now, step 4 is about linking the last step of each detailed page to the next stage's detailed page, creating a smooth workflow that's easy for users or readers to follow. Here's how we do it. I'll start with the customer ordering workflow. The last step here is Order Sent to Restaurant. To create that link, I'll right-click on the Order Sent to Restaurant box and select Edit Link. Then, I'll choose the next stage, in this case, it's restaurant processing. Click OK, and just like that, the link is set. I'll do the same for the rest of the stages, from restaurant processing to rider assignment, and then from rider assignment to delivery. This simple step makes it super easy for anyone navigating the workflow to jump from one stage to the next, creating that smooth, seamless flow. Now, let's add one final touch to make navigation even easier. A back button to bring the reader back to the high-level overview whenever they need it. Here's what I'll do. First, I'll add a rectangle shape to the customer ordering workflow. This will be my back button. Once I've placed it, I'll add the button caption as back and then right-click on the rectangle, select Edit Link, and link it to the overview workflow page. Just click OK to save it. Next, I'll copy that back button and paste it into other stages, like restaurant processing, rider assignment, and delivery. That way, no matter where the reader is, they can easily jump back to the overview. Once I've done that, I'll export the whole workflow as HTML, making it ready for sharing with anyone who needs it. Okay, let's open the HTML file I just exported. As you can see, when I click on the customer ordering box, it takes me directly to the detailed workflow for customer ordering. Then, when I reach the last step of the customer ordering flow, the link automatically directs me to the next stage, restaurant processing. The same thing happens when I move through the restaurant processing flow. Once I reach the final step, it takes me right to the rider assignment and delivery detailed workflow. And here's the cool part. If I ever want to go back to the high-level workflow, all I need to do is click the back button on any detailed workflow. It will take me right back to the overview, simple, fast, and super user-friendly. Now, let's quickly recap the big benefits of simplifying your workflow. First off, it's way easier to understand. By breaking things down into clear, bite-sized steps, anyone can follow the flow, whether they're familiar with the process or not. Next, it makes it easier to spot problems. With a simplified diagram, you can easily see bottlenecks or parts that just aren't working. If there's an issue, you'll catch it much quicker. And, of course, it's easier to update and maintain. When you're working with a streamlined flow, making changes is as simple as adjusting one section, instead of overhauling an entire tangled mess. It also helps set clear priorities. You can focus on optimizing one stage at a time, addressing key areas first before moving on to the next. And lastly, a simplified workflow enables better automation. Automation becomes much easier when your flow is organized and clear. It's easier to set up automated alerts or trigger actions at the right points. So, simplifying isn't just about making things pretty, it's about making your process more efficient, adaptable, and effective. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.